Most copywriters are using AI completely wrong. I have built multiple custom assistants for copywriters, marketers, service providers, and business owners inside my private memberships. And I've designed simple AI shortcuts to help my students free up more of their time, energy, and mental load so they can double down on truly mastering their copywriting craft, fueled by empathy, humanity, and creativity, and writing copy that actually connects and converts, and that is something only a human can do. But today I'm going to share with you 4 secrets on how to use AI to become a better copywriter, even if you are a complete beginner, and trust me, it is not what you think. Secret number 1, stop obsessing over prompts. Listen, I know everyone is obsessed with getting their hands on the right prompts, but the reason you are not getting useful output with tools like ChatGPT or Claude is because you are asking it to write copy for you, which is a freaking huge mistake. Even with the most brilliant prompt in the world, AI will always fail you, so you need to lower your standards here because AI can't create. It can't feel, it can't think, it can't write. It can't share your unique ideas, stories, or lived experiences, and it certainly can't fake empathy, authenticity, or connection, which is so important in our copywriting. At the end of the day, AI is just rapid pattern recognition at scale. That's it. And while that's definitely impressive, yes, I'm not saying that, let's not confuse impressively fast word generation with anything that remotely resembles intelligent copywriting. What AI can do for you, though, if you're stuck staring at a blank page, which is something all of us writers have dealt with, is generate rough copy concepts that you can then tweak and edit and refine until the cows come home, and you absolutely should. And yes, while having great prompts is certainly helpful, that alone is absolutely not enough. So before you even think about the prompt, what you should be doing is actually training AI on the foundational information it needs to give you the best possible output as quickly as possible so that you can get into writing and creative flow as quickly as possible. And to do that, you need to create what I call a Customer Codex. Now you might be wondering, okay, what is a Customer Codex? Well, I am really glad you asked. It is essentially a document that you create that outlines your customer personas. No, not your customer avatar, which is a static snapshot of your customer with a set of unchanging characteristics and traits. What I'm actually talking about is a detailed breakdown of your audience's fears, desires, and goals at every single stage of their growth over time. So imagine this, right? You're working with a copywriting assistant who knows everything about your customer on their journey with you. From the first moment they found you, to the moment they became a raving fan, to the moment they invested in you. And imagine that copywriting assistant truly understands what their biggest challenges are and what keeps them up at night, what they desperately want, and even how they communicate at every single stage of their growth with you, your business, or your brand. Well, that is exactly what creating a Customer Codex does. AI can only produce useful output if it knows all the information about who you are writing for and how you might want to speak to them. So instead of trying, some useless prompt like write me an email about email marketing, which we all know will end up being the most boring yet somehow overly dramatic email ever written, you could try something like referencing my Customer Codex for an overwhelmed business owner, create a detailed outline about email marketing or whatever the topic is. Include subject line options, a personal story or concept I could write about, the main takeaway of the email, and the pivot to the offer. The messaging should speak to their fears without sounding salesy in any way. Now, the difference of this output is night and day. And of course, this is still not publish ready, but it is way better than what you got before. Now, all you have to do is actually rewrite this email and inject your own stories and personality and voice, but you are not just staring at a blank page anymore. And we all know that as copywriters, writing is probably only about 20% of what we do anyway, and we don't want to mess with that magic. It's that 20% that people pay us for, but what makes us really good at that 20% is everything we do before, right? So what could happen if you could actually train AI to to accelerate that 80% that happens before you even strike a single key on your keyboard. And that's where the AI advantage really comes into play, and I am going to show you how. Inside my brand new mini course, BRAINSTORM, I will show you how to create your own Customer Codex and then turn AI into a highly trained copywriting assistant who is always on call, ready to instantly retrieve customer insights, help you brainstorm ideas, and generate rough copy concepts so you are never again starting from scratch or staring at that blank page. And then that way you can really put your magic, your copywriting craft into what you write. Now, you can find more information about BRAINSTORM by clicking the link in the description box below or scanning this QR code. Now, let's move on to secret number 2, train your AI assistant. Now, as I mentioned, the Customer Codex that you'll create tells AI who your audience is and how to communicate with them on every stage of their journey with you. But remember, at the end of the day, AI is simply a prediction tool, and I need to drive this point home. I actually asked ChatGPT to describe itself in simple terms, and here is what it said. It looks at a lot of information like words, pictures, or sounds, and studies how all the pieces fit together. Then when you ask it to make something new, it uses what it learned to predict what should come next, one tiny piece of information at a time. For example, if it's making a sentence, it guesses the next word based on all the words that came before it. If it's making a picture, it guesses the next bit of color or shape that makes sense. It doesn't think or understand like a person. It just follows patterns it learned from everything it studied to create something new that fits your request. So let that last sentence really sink in. It doesn't think or understand like a person. It just follows patterns it learned from everything it studied to create something new that fits your request. So going back to what I said, it can't think, it can't create, it can't write. And this is exactly why AI will never be a replacement for true copywriting, strategic marketing, or critical thinking. It is predictable. It is pattern recognition at scale. And if you've ever used AI at all, then you already know that if you give AI garbage, you are going to get flaming hot garbage right back. And unfortunately, I see this all the time, right? Someone will show me their AI output and say, see, Alex, AI sucks at copywriting. And honestly, I don't know what is more surprising, how bad the AI generated copy almost always is. In fact, that's not really that surprising. But what is surprising is that you are surprised it's actually bad. I mean, of course it is. Of course it is. However, training AI properly will at least give you better than average results to help you get started faster. And in order to do that, here's what you need to do. You're going to upload your Customer Codex, right? This PDF document you create, along with your prompt to generate rough copy concepts for you. Then you can continue to refine and refine and refine it right there inside a single ChatGPT conversation. You're going to give it feedback. You're going to ask for revisions, changes, updates, and tweaks to get it closer to a somewhat useful first draft. Just like a conversation you might have with a real copywriting assistant, where you're like, nice first try, but I got some feedback for you. Then you can ask it to actually write the prompt that maybe would have generated that better first draft in the first place. That way you'll end up with a super detailed, even better prompt that you can come back to next time and save yourself even more time. So you're training AI to actually help train you to write better prompts, and it becomes this sort of feedback loop that really becomes valuable in the brainstorming process. Now, of course, you'll always have to edit, refine, tweak, and most importantly, add yourself into the copy, your personality, your voice, your stories. But this is actually what it means to train your AI. It's about opening that continual feedback loop so that it helps you train it better and it gets you closer to where you want to be so that you can get started faster. If you are arguing with AI every time you use it, it's because you are expecting way too much. AI is not here to do your job for you, right? If you were lazy before, I hate to break it to you, you are still lazy. AI does not make you more ambitious. In fact, it might be making us stupider if we rely on it too much. So treat it exactly like the brainstorm buddy it is meant to be so that you can spend more time in those creative juices that are honestly what we get paid for. And it's what so many people are so desperate for right now when it comes to our customers and our clients and creating messaging that really makes an impact. All right, now secret number 3 is stop starting from scratch, right? Many people have very messy conversations with ChatGPT that feel like they're all over the place simply because they are starting new chats every single time. And I was guilty of this for a really long time. But when you do this, you actually lose all the context and training that happened in previous chats. What you want to do is create projects within ChatGPT so you have dedicated workspaces where you've already trained AI and you can return to that workspace again and again and again. And here's where it gets so cool, right? You can create a Customer Codex or a ChatGPT conversation or brainstorm buddy for every single project or client you are working with. You should always come back to that dedicated workspace, that conversation, so that every single time all of the training and context that you already did speaking to that, AI is already there. And the best part is that every new conversation in the chat will build on the previous conversations. So AI is always getting better and better, and you are training it more and more, and your output will continue to get better and better. Now, I know this is like such a simple secret and it feels so obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people are wasting hours and hours of their time because they don't do this. We treat ChatGPT like Google, where every single time we're just going brand new, doing a new search, right? This time we actually get the ability of compounding conversation and training to make AI work for us and make it even smarter. And secret number 4 is create custom GPTs. So custom GPTs are designed for serious ChatGPT users who want to collaborate more efficiently with team members, streamline their creative process across multiple clients and projects, and get more consistent, targeted, and reliable results with AI. Custom GPTs are like having a specialized AI assistant for very specific tasks in your business. And the best part is they are completely shareable, so anyone on my team can turn to the AI assistants that I built to find answers or find personalized insights within seconds. We've actually created countless custom GPTs to help us with everything from answering customer questions to searching product information to understanding our email and YouTube analytics and performance to crafting hooks that are targeted to our customer personas, and so many more. Now, to create one, you just go on over to ChatGPT, click on the Explore tab. Underneath GPTs, hit Create. You can then upload your Customer Codex document along with any additional information needed or anything that you think it might want to reference as part of your knowledge base. So you can upload your brand voice guide, your offers, your, content that's performed in the past, analytics, sales page data, truly anything you think that would be useful contextual background information that your custom GPT might want to know about your business. And then just give it specific instructions on how to reference that information to give you useful output. Now, here's the thing I have to say. The smartest business owners and copywriters are not afraid of AI, and they are not wasting hours of time and resources using it incorrectly. Instead, they are getting really curious about the ways that they can leverage it ethically and responsibly to get even better and faster at what they do so they can deliver better results to their customers in less time. And when used the right way, AI can truly be the best brainstorm buddy you have ever had, allowing you to free up more of your brain space, creativity, and strategic thinking to produce better results even faster without sacrificing your voice, your personality, or your credibility, and you can decide exactly how to use it and what feels good for you. And I want to help you do this. I am here to lead the charge in educating copywriters on how they should be using AI and how they should absolutely not be using it. And that is exactly why my team and I created BRAINSTORM, the human copywriter's AI handbook. In this new mini course, you will get my exact Customer Codex template so you can create your very own for every single client and project you work on moving forward. You will get step-by-step video training on the right way to train AI to help you produce better results even faster. You'll get specific prompt formulas for generating rough copy concepts of headlines, emails, ads, and social content, plus a really cool bonus training on how to create your very own custom GPT. Now, this is not about prompt hacking or trying to trick AI into giving you publish-ready copy. I do not believe in that. This is about building a systematic approach that gets better and better over time. Now, you can learn more about BRAINSTORM and grab it for just $27 by scanning this QR code or by clicking the link in the description box below. I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. Before you go, if you like that video, make sure to check out this one next. No, I am not talking about the M dash. Can we all stop picking on the poor M dash? M dash or not, the majority of people can tell when an email was written by AI. According to a 2024 study conducted by Binder, out of the 2,000 participants surveyed, 55% of US consumers could accurately identify AI-generated content. Now, while that number might not seem that high, it is on the rise as more and more people around the world get familiar with the common tells and ticks of AI-generated content.